But now I'm like so confident about my underarms. I'm like, pow, you see it? Pow, underarm, clear as day, no hair anywhere. Yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello. So, oh, it's so echoey. Hopefully it's okay. I am in a different location. If you guys are curious why I'm here, check out my vlogs. Basically, we're just painting this apartment and I had some free time. Cody stepped out to figure out the paint. So I had some time to sit down and film a sit down video, which I haven't done in a while, which I hope I'm still okay at this. But yeah, as titled, this is going to be my laser experience part 2. I haven't decided what I'm going to name it yet, but I have talked about my laser experience the first time. Like, it's more of an intro to it and my first impression of it. If you guys are curious, check it out. But it is with it was a while ago, so it is like a lower quality image, and I probably wasn't the same as portraying information, but it's still me, so check that out. So yeah, I'm gonna go into part 2. Basically, this is going to be a more experienced take on this and sharing my experience so far with it and updates and price, everything like that. So if you guys are interested or want to watch, just continue watching. So let's get into it. Oh, there's airplanes here too. Okay, so far I've had about 5 treatments on my Brazilian area. I love how I point down here, but I have had 5 treatments on there so far, and I think in part 1 I've only had 1 treatment. So it has thinned out so much. How I would describe it in the beginning is like my pubic area is like the hair on my head. It was very thick, very coarse. When I would shave it down to the skin, when it would grow back, it would be really itchy. I know my boyfriend goes through the same thing, so I know that that's pretty normal. Obviously, most people are pretty thick down there. But yeah, so after about the 5 treatments, I would describe it as like peach fuzz on my arm. Or peach fuzz like on your cheek. I know everyone grows peach fuzz somewhere, so it is very comparable to that. Obviously my peach fuzz on my face isn't such a dark color. It's very like clear or very light brown, so you guys can't really see it obviously, but down there it is the same thinness of peach fuzz. It is a darker color, so you can't see it grow back. But I guess I'll share with you guys one of the things that I have noticed is when I would shave like before laser and I would like cuddle with Cody at night, he would always say that I would prick him, and he'd be like, "Yo, get off me, you're poking me," or some shit like that. So now, after even my first laser treatment, he hasn't said anything at all. So yeah, I'm just sharing this, guys, with you. Wait, that's wrong. I'm just sharing this with you guys because obviously we all have different reasons for getting laser, but overall I would say that we get laser for the convenience of it, and obviously for it to thin out our hair. That's a common misconception, that it does not remove all your hair, it just thins it out, I think, to the point where it's not an annoyance to you, because like no one really worries about their peach fuzz. So if your pubes become peach fuzz, like I think that's like the best way to say it. So moving on, that is that. The salon that I go, I'm just gonna call it a salon, I don't know what to call it. So the salon that I go to, when I was introduced to that salon, they were selling the groupon called Brazilian. I have spoken to other girls like at my work and stuff who also get laser, mainly one girl, and then we were talking about the pricing. She's like, that is such a good price. And then I was telling her about it, and she was like, she was talking about flipping over and doing the backside. So I found out from talking to her that Brazilian actually includes the front and the back. That's why it's called the Brazilian. It's like a whole set. But they do exclude the back part at this salon. And they did say that in the disclaimer somewhere, I'm sure, because you know. But I didn't know that. So at that time, I would still pay the price to get that because I really like the salon. They're very easy to talk to, like easy to communicate with. Rescheduling is pretty okay. They're really like good at English. I have one technician that I go to. I did go to 2 in total, but I repeatedly go back to 1, I think because she fits my schedule better when I decide to go in. And those technicians are great. They speak English really well. They tell you what's going on, all that. She really, like, I think tries to take care of me because I think she's just a good person, but I also tip her well, just to show appreciation and stuff. Yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, because that groupon that I originally bought doesn't include the back. I had purchased, to tell you guys, if you guys haven't watched the first video, my Groupon was $169 before tax, before tips, everything like that. The base price was $169 for 6 treatments. This is the Asian 6. So yeah, if you guys divide that, it is this per treatment. And obviously, people like to compare it to waxing, but I get the point in that, like you're going to a salon to get the treatment, but the difference is far that, like, it's a big difference. What I'm saying is that waxing doesn't really affect the actual follicle. Like, it will grow back. I know my best friend Trey says that if you continually wax, it does grow back thinner, but obviously if you're going to get like professional services meant to thin out your hair, it's going to be a lot more different than just like continuously waxing. So that's why I get why people compare it to wax, but I would say for what you're getting with your money, it's a lot better. I sound like a spokesperson for wax, but I really believe in it. Like, it's so great. I would recommend it to all my friends, and I do. Oh, so where I was going with that was that, so because I wanted the back area too, because I noticed like the great contrast between like my front part. I gotta stop using my hands. My front pubic area was thinning out greatly. It was like peach fuzz, but the back area was like still like my head hair, so it was like a far difference, and I would then be inconvenienced by my back area hair rather than like all of it. So it was coming to the foreground, like I was more noticeable to me. So then I looked into the membership pricing. A lot of salons do membership pricing. I think that is why they even go into the Groupon and similar market, is to get clients in the door and then start them with the membership. So I did, there's 2 memberships. There's like a standard membership and then like a deluxe, I would say, to describe it. So I went with the standard membership because at that time I only wanted to buy the back area. I think they call it like intergluteal cleft. I don't know why. But yeah, so that was a $45 intro membership. So you pay that membership price to have access to all of the discounted rates. I don't think anyone pays retail for that, you know? But they just put the retail prices, you know, just so you think you're saving money, I think. And then they have the deluxe version where you pay a lot more. I think it's like $200, so it's really different. And then the pricing is like way more different. So if you're going to get a lot of laser, I would say like whatever salon you choose to go go with the deluxe membership if there is. And then, so because, sorry if I'm talking about membership a lot, I'm just trying to share with you guys like the steps I went about getting laser and everything. So yeah, and then I bought the back area. It's considered small, so I paid $135 for that. and then like a week later, because it was like the beginning of summer, and I found myself like waxing my underarms and like being self-conscious when I like hold the railing on the subway. But now I'm like so confident about my underarms. I'm like, pow, you wanna see it? Pow, underarm, clear as day, no hair anywhere. Yeah. Basically, I got 2 additional small areas with the membership, so I'm going to do the math under here. So basically, it's a $45 intro price and then 2 of the $135, and then I'm gonna divide it by how many sessions I would get, and that is the price per treatment, wherever I put it, and then whatever that is, I'll include the Groupon price. I know it is a little bit more, but I really like this salon and I want to go back. So compared to Groupon, Groupon is like very cheap for you to, you know, actually come. So yeah, I think it's still a relatively good price comparing to wax, even though I wouldn't compare it to wax, you know, it's great. So yeah, after that I think I've gone through 2 sessions of underarms and butt. And now, as you guys can see, super clear. But yeah, so if you want to hear about the pain and stuff, I think my first video I described it a lot better. But I do want to say, I think the more, when you're coming towards the end of your laser bundle, they do up the strength of the laser. In my most recent treatment for my Brazilian, which was my 5th treatment, so it is the second to last, I have 1 more left. It hurt a lot, and I was like going through those like pre-period symptoms where like where your boob is more sensitive and it like grows a little bit and you're breaking out a little bit and you're just like overall a little bit bitchier. I feel so bad for Cody. Yeah, so because of all of that, I knew I was on my pre-period symptoms. So I thought I was just being more sensitive to pain because I know that is the way I am. But after I told the laser tech that it hurt more, because I was like, oh my God, we need to take a break, like a mini break, because it gets really hot with like the repeated flashes of laser. Your skin heats up. So I was like inching back, and then she noticed, so she was like, calm down. But then when I voiced to her that it hurt more, she was like, oh yeah, we upped the laser because, so yeah, so when I told her that, she said that she upped the laser and that's why it would hurt more. I wish she told me before, but I don't know, maybe she thinks I'm like tough, you know? So yeah, it is nothing compared to wax, but it is like a different kind of pain. So I see why it is like kind of scary. It's kind of like a really, like everyone else says it, it's like a rubber band snaps, but it's a lot of rubber band snaps at the same time, whichever area they're going through. So when I went in, I thought it'd be like 1 rubber band snap each time, but it's more like 3 to 5. And then also, if you go to a good place, I would say, they go over the area a lot of times so they don't miss any of the hairs. Obviously, we do grow a lot of hair in, you know, our skin. So they go over it a lot, and when they stay in one area, it actually heats up your skin. So it might feel like it's really hot. So on top of the rubber band snaps, it's also hot. So that's how I would describe the pain of laser. That's about it. It hurts at certain areas where like you grow thicker hair, and then certain areas you grow thinner hair, it doesn't really hurt. So that's how I would describe it. So if you like, you know your pubic area, you know where you grow thicker and thinner hair. Lastly, what I would like to say about my laser treatment is that the last time I went, when it hurt more, she was telling me that she upped the laser for my like front area, and then for me, like your skin, it's different colors in your pubic area. So the parts that are darker skin, like darker than my skin now, this is really personal. Please give it a like. I don't know. But yeah, so she was like, the areas that have darker skin, she didn't up the laser. So I'm guessing it would have hurt more or would have not been as effective, I'm guessing. So yeah, lastly, I would just like to share with you guys the process that laser is like. So for me, I go back every 6 weeks. 6 weeks. So I'm going to share with you what happens in that 6-week interval every time you go back. I think that would be really useful. So obviously I've gone a couple of times because I've gone like 5 times for my Brazilian and 2 times for my underarms and my butt. So, okay, so in the 6 weeks, give or take a week after that, because I do travel and everything like that. And I'm busy. So in 6 weeks, so in week 0, I get the laser. And then week 1, the hair will just grow back. And then I'll just shave it, because obviously I don't like having hair. They recommend you don't shave your hair, but I don't really think it's that much of a difference. Like, the difference to me isn't really that big. I'd rather just not have hair. So week 1, I will shave it. And then from week 1 to week 2, the hair will start coming out. You can literally like grip the hair in between your fingernails and it comes out with no resistance. I'm pretty sure it's better if you don't pull it out, but I'm just being honest with you guys. I actually enjoy pulling out my hair, especially if there's no pain. You get all the satisfaction and no pain. Okay, this is getting really weird. So week 1, so week 1 to week 2, that's what's happening. And then by the end of week 2, all of the hair will have fallen out. And then that cycle of hair that has fallen out from week 0 is the hair that got lasered. So from week like 2 to week 4, it's like completely free of hair, no hair, live your life, you know, your best hairless life. And then week 4 to week 6, when you have to go back, your next cycle of hair is growing back. And that cycle of hair, I have noticed, is always thinner. Right now I'm at that peach fuzz stage where it really can't get any more thinner than that. So I think that is my best result personally that I will probably get from laser. Some sections of my skin don't really produce that much hair compared to others, but the ones that do are like peach fuzz, or just like really, really thick peach fuzz. Okay, I think I'm done talking about my hair. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I missed something or whatever. So if you guys are curious, please comment down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was pretty funny to film. I hope you guys are okay with me sharing that much about myself and my hair. But yes, yeah, if you're new and you want to see more from me, please subscribe. What was that? But yeah, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.